Alright traders, we're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. This is where today's session started. We have two-legged pullback down, one leg down, break, second leg down. We had a very nice second entry long to start this uptrend. One leg down, second leg down. And because the push was quite significant, I want to identify a bigger channel. So if I'm gonna take a look at the very beginning of this move, I actually have a few swings right here that I can connect, project the trend line, copy it as a trend line, and I have decent channel working higher. So right now the ES is in a bullish trend, and I'm thinking about going long at the key entry point while I'm respecting the short-term correction. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm definitely not thinking about selling just yet. I have a second entry long, but I need to redraw the short-term downtrend, and this is an inside bar. You can see the bullish bar is inside of the previous bar. So downtrend in play, it's an inside bar, so I have to remain patient. And market right now is correcting. Now, I still do expect new high to be tested for the bullish channel. That's what's going to happen 8 or 9 times out of 10. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to respect the correction. And what's going through my mind is break new extreme of the correction, push above EMA, and a failed second entry short to test the new high. Without the push above EMA, I cannot be fully confident that the buyers are back in the market. I have a break new low. Nice. Push above EMA. So this is looking hopeful for the buyers, like we may test the new high, but we spiked back below EMA. Okay, so I'm definitely once again waiting. Right now we are below EMA. EMA is in all these bars. We have congestion, pretty much no trade zone. And instead of prices testing new high, market reversed to the downside, another rejection of the EMA, and another strong push phase working lower. So at this point, I cannot argue with the market. I can see that the uptrend is not going to get a retest. We retraced over the 50%, almost 60. So it makes sense right now for me to adapt to bearish push down and right now draw some bearish trend working lower. Okay, it's still quite close, so if you're not sure, it's okay, you can remain patient, but because we retrace almost the 60%, it's definitely worth it to be expecting a reversal now, because you're really supposed to get new high, especially after this push up. Something is happening, sellers are too strong. I have the lowest low here, but it's such a massive tail, you can basically reset the count and have a new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. You definitely cannot sell below bullish bar. Okay, that's what we're not doing if we're thinking about selling. You can wait for the secondary bar once it gets a trigger below its low and place the stop loss above the initial bar using the double bar entry. While you're at the EMA, the downtrend needs new low, or you can do it slightly wider. This is a decent trade. I'm gonna mark it a little bit more aggressive because of the double bar entry, but two-legged pullback to the EMA, to the trend line, decent setup to consider. And because this created such a significant spike down, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna widen the channel, something like this, because the break is so insignificant. You can see I'm still keeping the structure intact. It aligns with the EMA. I have overshoot, so I was expecting stronger pullback in the opposite direction, which means if there's going to be second entry short at the EMA, I would have to skip. Okay, overshoot puts the market out of balance, but market continue trending lower and it's not acting like overshoot. If you exceed the low that is creating overshoot, you can basically widen the channel because price action is not acting like overshoot, and this is a sign that there is wider channel or two-tier channel. So right now the push down looks quite strong. Okay, another push down really looks like we are in a downtrend. So I was thinking about second entry short, another push down, but all second entries here and here are far from the EMA. Okay, market is correcting, nothing here I can take. I'm going to redraw the uptrend working higher, something like this. Uptrend break push to new high. So at this point, I was once again expecting new extreme. I was expecting new extreme because I have new high for this correction, breaking new high. So I was thinking about failed second entry long below EMA. Such a significant trend down should get a retest, but I have to trade the market I get, not the market I want. I can see the EMA keeps holding. Okay, so the buyers are not done. This is why we like to wait for the push below EMA unless you have some important key level, because the push through the EMA is always a sign that new extreme is going to be tested. And the EMA keeps holding again, and EMA keeps holding again. So now I have to redraw secondary channel like this. Okay, I wasn't really excited to go long because the downtrend was the bigger pattern. I was expecting new extreme. We have a second entry long here, which I guess you can consider for a small scalp. It's not a terrible trade, but it broke below EMA and we traded down quite significantly. I don't like this trade personally, but if you took it for a small scalp, I cannot really argue that much. 2 legs down. It's for confirmation of the trend line, so it's really giving you confidence that this secondary channel is valid. I was leaning more towards price action, testing the new extreme, and now we have a break, push to new high. Okay, and we have multiple tests. Okay, you can see break, push to new high, indicating depletion. You can see how bulls are trying to break this price level, they're failing. And this is actually a great trade to consider, a little bit more advanced, but it's a decent setup to consider because uptrend played out, downtrend was the bigger pattern, great signal bar, just to write it back to the EMA, but really, because the uptrend played out, you're expecting some significant push below the EMA. You have a lower high here, but it's not the EMA, it's a doji bar, so I need something stronger. I was thinking we're going to test the new low, and we're back above EMA. So now I completely have to abandon once again the retest. Very unusual, doesn't happen often at all. But today price action was a little bit weird, and we're not testing the new extremes. And because price action is too bullish, I'm definitely not thinking about selling anymore. And in fact, I'm looking for additional channel. I simply have to explain why market traded up here and we never went down and started new downtrend. There has to be a reason. So I'm going to draw a channel like this and see if this channel is going to get confirmed. We have one swing, second swing, third swing is the confirmation. So right now I'm waiting for this third swing because that's going to confirm if the channel is valid or not. And I'm actually getting reaction off of this channel and the push above EMA. So now I can trust, okay, the market shifted into bullish trend. This is why using these channels and key levels, key entry points can help us predict where the market's going to go. 3-swing confirmation, you can see there's market geometry. We're using 2000 tick chart, which is similar to 1 minute chart. Just tick charts show us more details. Okay, you have a new high, first entry long, second entry long. Now you broke below EMA, so I cannot go long. In fact, I was right now thinking about some high low above EMA. I would like to see high low above EMA because I cannot go long below EMA. Sketchy bar here, and market continued working lower. Okay, so we just have stronger pullback, one leg down, break, second leg down. So you can see market moves in pairs of twos, break, push to new extreme. This downtrend has a break new low, the main one has a break new low, uptrend needs new high to be tested according to trendline rule. So I want to see push above EMA and a failed second entry short. Okay, lowest low, first entry short, push above EMA indicating resumption, and now I'm looking for failed second entry short, which technically we have a failed second entry short here above this bar right here. But we can't really go long here, it's a bit too big, and it's an inside bar as well. Tail at the top quite weak. And notice what you have. You have sort of like a high low to this failed second entry short, but you can also view this as the real failed second entry short. Market need to correct. Either way, this is high low, or it's still part of the failed second entry short. And this is now better setup because we corrected a little bit more. We corrected to the trend line. You're not going along at the very top of the move. It's smaller bar, 2 key entry points. This is great hyperactive setup. High low here because 2 legs down. Uptrend has a lot of confirmations and we need to get new high. So this is a decent trade. You actually have a second entry long, but the signal bar is bearish and I cannot go long above this bar. So unfortunately, no trade here. Otherwise, you're looking for second entry long or other hyperactive setup to test the new high. And uptrend played out with the break, push to new high. So I'm going to pause looking to go long. You have new high, first entry long, second entry long, double trap here. But because the main channel just played out, I prefer to be a little bit patient here. Okay, and you have, once again, a very similar thing that happened right here. Okay, you have break, new high, some multiple test. You have break, all uptrends played out, even the secondary one, and some triple test, one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. So I'm gonna mark it. I didn't take this trade definitely, but more advanced trader, more aggressive trader can definitely consider. Look at the momentum on this bar, versatile, triple test, all uptrends played out. It's not a bad trade to consider because the trend was very weak. This is not a strong uptrend. You can see it has strong corrections. Here it looked like a trend range. So every single time you have such a strong pullbacks inside of uptrend, it's weaker version of a trend because strong trends are just a bunch of small bars working higher. They barely break below the EMA. So you have strong pullback, breaking below EMA, flat EMA right now. So you can definitely right now, if you're more advanced and more aggressive, take some short here on this triple test. But it is more advanced and also more risky. Gonna draw the downtrend working lower. Okay. We're back above the EMA now. So everything played out. I can see uptrend played out and the downtrend played out. So I don't like areas like these, and we need to remain patient because this is the area where it is tempting to go both long and short at the same time. Downtrend played out, uptrend played out. You are in the middle of the range. EMA is starting to get in the middle of these bars, and this is what we call no trade zone. Okay, in hindsight, there are good trades that are working, but you can see it's very hard to find a bias here. Just be patient here, wait this area out, because a lot of beginner traders, they get chopped in area like this where it's so tempting to take either side, and a lot of times they're just going to get chopped to pieces. So you need to be patient. I wouldn't even trade this as a range because this looks like just some minor area of development part of some bigger pattern. So let's just be patient. Now there's no real great trade anyway. Maybe considering some long here if you have some great bar. If you have some great bar at the bottom, you can consider some multiple tests, but this bar is a little bit too big, and this bar is bearish because you can tell it looks like one leg down, second leg down. So actually having some nice bullish bar at the bottom, also preferably with a nice bullish tail and a smaller body, so you're buying at the bottom, you can consider. The reason why I'm not thinking that much about selling, because we traded mainly up. Okay, we traded mainly up into this, so I would rather buy some small bar at the bottom here rather than be selling. Okay, the range is holding here, which is a good sign, and I actually felt second entry long here. Now notice these two legs are broad, but that's okay if you are in range and you're near the resistance. Okay, if you're in a range and near the resistance, if for example I would be expecting new low for the downtrend, okay, and the trend was down, I would be a little bit worried because it looks like the downtrend played out. But because I am in a range and I am at the resistance, I felt second entry long like this is actually good. This is a great trade, but in reality, if you were trading today at this hour, this is unenterable because there was some massive spike in volatility. You can see there's a gap. It's impossible to catch it live because it happened very quickly. You can see 45, 49, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, so this is impossible to catch. But educational wise, this is a great trade because once again, all uptrends played out. You can see how sideways we're going. So the pattern is a trend range. And because you're at the resistance, this is a failed second entry long because everybody going long on a second entry long into the resistance at the top of the range, they're going to get trapped, and you want to take the other side of the orders. This is how we trade trend ranges. I'm going to redraw a new downtrend, and now structure is a little bit easier to read because we expect now new low for this leg down, range held, so we're most likely heading to the bottom. I have the lowest low of this push down, so I'm going to reset the count. First entry short, and I would like to see some second entry short, something like this. Can I get a second entry short? I can, but the bar has a nice tail, but the body is weak, and there is also no bullish bar in between. It feels a little bit too steep. It doesn't really look like a clean second entry. You basically can see mainly the one leg. Now this is not a bad trade. I was really getting ready to go short here, but I skipped it due to the fact the bar ended bullish and a little bit too steep, which means there is no bullish bar pullback. It's still part of the bearish push down. However, if you took it, you're definitely reading this correctly, just that the signal bar is not the strongest. I reset the count here, and I was looking for mini failed second entry long. Now new high, first entry long, second entry long failure. I was ready to go short here, but once again, the bar ended weak. The bar looked very bearish, so I was really getting ready to drop my limit order, but towards the close, few seconds towards the close, buyer stepped in and they retraced the bar like this, so I skipped due to weak signal bar. If you have some strong bar here, you definitely can sell failed second entry long because EMA is rejecting, spike down is new low, but I don't think we can take it. The bar is too weak. Same thing here, another low high, but bars are just weak. It's a shame because this area is good context wise. Downtrend is new low, and EMA is rejecting every single time, telling you that the key entry point is strong. And then you have some lower high. I actually took this lower high finally because the bar was stronger. So I actually like this trade. Not the best one, it's better to be selling a little bit higher, but you still have a lot of room here, which is a good sign. So downtrend is new low, decent lower high, break new low, downtrend played out. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. I could only draw some secondary channel like this if you're gonna go back below EMA, and because you're back above, I need to respect this as a one leg down, break second leg down, almost perfect measure move. And now it's way too late, the market is about to close now. So this is the overall structure for today. I'm gonna zoom out. This was a day where I expected 2 retests, didn't happen. This uptrend right here and this downtrend right here. Really surprising. Most of the time, really 9 times out of 10, you get retest, at least attempt. So quite surprising there was no retest of this downtrend. Even if I can make it a little bit tighter with a break a new low, such a significant push to new extreme really tells us that there is additional channel like this, but doesn't matter. If you cannot see push below EMA and some trade below EMA, you simply have to adapt to a new direction, and after that you can actually find few decent trades. So the second half was much better than the first half right here. I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.